rotation. The first competitor comes from the Soviet Union. He is Igor Korobchinsky. Igor Korobchinsky began this competition in fine form. His very first event, he claimed the gold medal. That was floor exercise.
Also won the gold medal on vaulting. A tremendous competitor. As we've said of so many of these athletes, a true contender for Olympic gold come time Barcelona. Watch this really skill. Nice reverse hack, legs together. D-rated skill. He's actually had some problems on this event. Toned down his difficulty just a little bit. Stalter swing. Actually a very easy routine for Igor Korobchinsky. Triple back somersault. Boy, that's just like a walk in the park for him.
Well, there really was nothing that impressive about that routine.
But, you know, he was doing some major release skills, and every once in a while you just run into a problem in your training where things just aren't going well. You're not catching the bar, and you don't want to be a martyr, so you better take them out or you're going to get a 5-10 deduction. And he obviously makes the right decision there.
96-25 the score, so he finishes the day with 2 gold medals, as you pointed out, in vaulting and, of course, floor exercise. Earlier, he had the all-around silver medal. This is Mike Beckmann of Germany. And I hate to say it, but that was a rather easy act to follow and a very attainable score.
He'll do a very unique skill. Coming up right here, it's a Stalter to a reverse heck on the front side of the bar. Wow. And an extremely interesting way of getting out of it. Another release skill. There's a Veronin into a Ginger. Popularized by a countryman of his, Everhard Ginger, as said. He's got a triple back somersault to land, however, so he's nowhere near done. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my. Boy, great exercise.
A great set by Mike Beckmann. Looks like his shoulder was bothering him just a little bit. He grabbed it. And you can see where this apparatus really takes a toll on your shoulders and your wrists and your hands. He's happy. Nothing like hitting a good routine in front of the hometown fans.
It certainly is a good feeling. Maybe not as much style as the other athletes, but watch this. Talk about dynamic. And a very interesting way to get out of this. It's actually somewhat of a skill called a Weiler kick.
So it's a legal and legitimate move, the way he got out of that?
Certainly, but creative. Another look here. Does that entire release skill on one side of the bar.
It looks like a front hip circle is what he's doing right now.
That's exactly correct. You can see, however, that the toes really aren't as pointed as some of the other athletes, like the Soviets or the Chinese gymnasts, but triple back somersault, and every judge is looking for this one thing right there. I say it over and over again, but you gotta nail the landing.
Great performance by Mike Beckmann, 9.725. He's our new leader in the horizontal bar competition. Our next competitor is from Italy. He is Yuri Chechi.
We've seen him earlier today on both the parallel bars and the still rings. He'll do a one arm to another one arm and a Ginger salto. Nicely done, but really not up to pace with what the rest of the world is doing for release elements. This is one aspect that I think Yuri needs to upgrade his difficulty just a bit on. His dismount, very nice, double twisting, double somersault. Just a small step back. What a beautiful dismount.
And Yuri Chechi, who picked up a bronze medal on the still rings, looking to maybe get another medal. 9.675. Probably won't get him a medal because there's tough competitors yet to come. In fact, one of those tough competitors is coming up right now. Young man from Canada is up next, Curtis Hibbert. He picked up a silver medal on the parallel bars, and this is our second opportunity to see him in this final rotation.
We saw a very innovative routine on the parallel bars from Curtis. This is actually his forte. He has won a world championship medal on high bar. And this is his pride and joy here. He'll do a one arm to a reverse heck. Very nicely done. And now 2 one arms into a Ginger salto. That is the maximum number of one-arm giants you are allowed to do in an exercise. You are only allowed 3. If you do more than that, there will be a deduction. Very different before his dismount. Double layout with a full twist, just a big step on the landing. But that was kind of nice. At the end of the routine, just a little release skill called a full pirouette or a Thomas over the bar, right into a double layout with a full twist. Very nicely done. Don't really see this too often. It's a skill that has been somewhat outdated by some of the more difficult release skills. But in this context, as not the major release of the exercise, it's actually quite nice.
The big step forward, was that caused because he let go a little too soon from the bar?
Well, both a little bit too soon and didn't have enough kicking action after the bottom. Body just wasn't rotating quite enough.
You saw the number 9.625 as we move to our final competitor in this DTB Pokal. He is Lance Ringnald of the United States. Earlier, we saw him on vaulting. He picked up a bronze medal. In the all-around competition, he finished 8th. Let's see if he can bring home a gold with a high bar performance.
Well, the scores have been relatively low on high bar, and he certainly has the capability. Watch this. Oh, my. Beautiful. Kovacs over the bar. Now watch, 2 in a row. Reverse hex right into a Ginger. This is a great exercise. This is Lance's best event by far.
Again, the score he wants to beat is 9.725, which is held by Mike Beckmann.
A contender for Olympic medal on this event. This double twisting, double layout, and just a little bit of a hop. Boy, that's a great exercise.
If he hadn't taken that hop, it would be a tremendously great exercise. That was a fine performance by Lance Ringnald out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, coached by Ed Burt.
There's that first release skill. This one's called a Kovacs. 1.5 flips over the bar. And boy, you're glad when you finally feel that around your hands again. There's a Tkachev, or reverse hex, right into a flyaway with a half twist to a regrasp. His dismount, speed, of course, critical. Generate as much as possible around the bar. And 2 flips in the laid-out position, and there's 2 twists going on in there. And just a little bit too much rotation. You notice are a little bit in back of his